Hmm. Hello, exiles. Gold in PoE isn't just a flex. It's a fuel. For fast trading with Faustus, paying your farmers and moppers in King's Marsh, or crafting with recombinators, you need the gold, and lots of it. But here's the thing, not all of us have 4 hours a day, build, or PC that can tank I don't have a clue what is happening on screen T17 strats. If you are short on time, undergeared, or just want something smoother and cheaper, this guide is for you. This strategy gets you over 50k gold per map in good OG 8 modded T16, with a setup that costs less than 10C. It's simple, efficient, and fun. Before we get into the strategy, let's quickly break down what actually make gold drop in a map. Like what we are actually scaling here. There are 3 key pieces to the GGG puzzle: item rarity, magic and rare monsters, and the Bismuth Monolith. Each one stack on top of each other. The more of these you cram into a map, the more gold rains down. So let's start with the first one. Getting high item rarity has never been easier. Instead of doing trade-offs in gear to squeeze in a couple percent of item rarity, we can solve this problem by Horn Scarab of Glittering. This bad boy is now extremely undervalued. It costs less than 5C, gives up to 400 item rarity. Yeah, you must kill some mobs to pump this buff up, but what else were you gonna do in maps? Sip tea and share poetry with Beyond Demons? Dispute about the infinity of emptiness and argue about the meaning of the void? No, we are going there to commit mass murder. An event of unprecedented proportions. Genocide across the monster population to strip from their corpses every ounce of gold they have. Our main target are rare and magic monsters, because those are the wealthy ones. They are real gold makers. Rare monsters are gold, but full packs of magic monsters are even better. Why? Because there are just more of them, and then usually drop more loot per group than a single rare ever could. So the goal is to flood every map with as many of these shiny blue mobs as possible. Luckily, we've got a few easy tools for them. First up, shrines are amazing. With the Drawn to Power node on the Atlas tree, shrines not only give you great buffs like speed, damage or survivability, but they also spawn 1 or 2 packs of magic monsters around them. They are cheap in terms of tree investment, super reliable, and just make your map smoother and more profitable. Honestly, shrines are kind of no-brainer for almost any mapping strategy, not just gold farming. Next, we have the Divination Scarab of Plenty. This one guarantees 6 to 10 magic monster packs in your map, which sounds amazing, and it is pretty good for a gold farm. But here's the downside. When you kill those mobs, they spawn unkillable Divination card hazard. They are quite dangerous, but mostly they are annoying. Anything that you can't kill is annoying. Also, aside from gold and the occasional gift card, these monsters don't drop anything else valuable. So I usually run this as a fill Scarab when I don't need or want anything else in that slot. Then there's Alva, which is honestly one of the best sources of magic mobs, and it doesn't cost anything extra besides 20 points on Atlas tree.
The more you kill, the more you change my map. It's time.
Every incursion is packed with high density mobs, and usually there's at least 1 or 2 magic packs plus some rares thrown in. With time dilatation allocated, you've got 33% chance to turn all mobs in incursion into magic monsters, which is just pure gold printing. You can juice it even more with Incursions Scarab of Champions, but those are like 20 house each and you need to pair them up to get the full benefit. That is 40C and 2 Scarabs. Not the best option, so I'd skip them. Honestly, even the default Incursions can give great value for free. And those 2 slots we can use for something else, like for Kalguuran Scarabs to stack up Crimson Iron Encounter, because this thing is seriously the gold jackpot of the strategy. Crimson Iron Encounters spawn ton of mobs, but the real magic happens when you allocate Crimson Infusion that adds 2 corrupted growths. That might sound like a small bonus, but trust me, the difference between 5 or 7 corrupted growths is massive. Every time you kill one growth, the others heal up and start spawning more enemies, bigger, tougher and more rewarding. So instead of just flat 40% increase, as it looks on first glance, you are basically doubling the pack size. Plus, the longer the encounters go on, the more rare monsters get mixed in, which is great for loot and gold. Now, here's where the Kalguuran Scarab of Guarded Riches comes in. This Scarab turns every single monster in those encounters into at least magic rarity. So now you've got a giant packs of magic and rare monsters, and all of them are dropping gold. It's like Incursion Scarab of Champions for Kalguuran encounters, but they cost you only 1 slot and 1 house. It's cheap, efficient, and make this one of the best bang for your bucks encounters in the game. And even if you don't spawn Crimson Iron, the Orichalcum and Petrified Ember encounters are still decent. They are not just quite as explosive. The only one I recommend skipping is very soon. It's weaker for gold, long, tedious and dangerous. And very soon as ore just sucks. Stacking Kalguuran encounters is another piece for our GGG puzzle, because it also gives us consistency in spawning Bismuth Monolith. And Bismuth Monolith is like hitting a gold buzzer for your entire map. The Bismuth deposit itself grants 1 additional mod to all rare and magic monsters, and with Bismuth Infusion allocated, a Bismuth Monolith has a 30% chance to give a 2nd additional mod to all magic and rare monsters across the whole map. And that's not a little bonus. It's stacked with all the item rarity, monster density and everything else we are already juicing up. It turns a decent map into a great one. Based on my experience, it works like 30 to 50% multiplier for gold gains from the map. The problem? It's not guaranteed to show up. But we can stack up 4 to 5 Kalguuran encounters in the map. And with the Bismuth Infusion node, you've got close to 80% chance to spawn it. So it's not a lot. It's pretty consistent once your setup is dialed in. The real catch is finding it early in the map. How many times you cleared an entire map and found the Bismuth Monolith at the very end, right before the boss arena? Brutal, right? Because all the monsters you already killed didn't benefit from the bonus. As you can see, even this problem has solution. Now you might be wondering, how do I find the Bismuth Monolith in the first few seconds of the map? How it is possible that I just ran to it? As I know it will be there. And in fact, what is this map? It is Sepulchre. It is not popular, not widely used, and honestly I think many people don't even know this map exists, as they run it only once per week, just for map completion, and then forget it exists. But for our purposes, it's perfect. In this layout, Kalguuran events always spawn near the start, in the entry halls. With Phase Run and Withering Step, you can zoom through these rooms in seconds, so no backtracking, no wasted time. It turns what used to be a frustrating RNG gamble into a quick, reliable check. And when you hit it early, the rest of your map becomes a gold factory. Alright, now that we have all the pieces of the GGG puzzle, Rarity, Magic Mobs, Bismuth Monolith, all that good stuff, let's put it all together. We are running 8 modded corrupted Sepulchre maps. You can run it as a classic Go, but I recommend doing 8 modded. 8 modded T16s are these days rather standard than top-end farming. And more mobs equals more pack size, rarity, quantity, more gold. Go is fewer mods, less gold. Sepulchre's layout is perfect for this strategy, because the Kalguuran encounters spawn early, so you can hit the Bismuth Monolith right at the start if it's there. No wasted clears, no annoying backtracking. Your main Scarab setup is always the same. Rarity from Glittering, guaranteed magic mobs from Guarded Riches, and double base Kalguuran for more Crimson Iron and Bismuth chances. With those in place, you are already halfway to the Gold City. The last Scarab slot, totally up to you. I swap mine around depending what I feel or want. Like Incursions Scarab of Timelines for additional temple drops, Divination Scarab of Plenty for more magic packs, Scarab of Monsters Lineage to make magic packs bigger, Domination Scarab for more power from shrines, or Cartography Scarab of Corruption when I need to farm up some maps. Whatever fits your playstyle or mood. For your map device, the Settlers is the best option for another Kalguuran encounter to maximize gold output. But I am also using Heist, mostly because deception contracts and blueprints are easy good value for almost no effort. Plus, having Hack on your side is a nice bonus. He can give you a bonus aura and his combat buff makes a noticeable difference in a clear speed. Great if you are under gear or just wanna run maps faster. Influence is optional. I don't bother with it because I'm lazy and hate clicking altars. But if you want to go all in with Exarch or Ether altars, it's definitely boost. Totally your call. My results are without any influence. On the Atlas tree I focus on few key things. Shrine nodes, because they are just good. Alva with time dilatation, since it basically gives us free packs for magic mobs. Then Crimson Iron and Bismuth Infusion for massive gold multipliers, or Deposit Chance and Yield upon Yield to stack even more Kalguuran encounters, and of course the map effect clusters for quantity and pack size boost across the board. With all that together, every map you run should feel stacked. Between your ephemerity from the Horn Scarab, the gold multiplying Bismuth Monolith and the sheer density of Crimson Iron and Alva Incursions, this strategy just pump out value. What is great, this core 3 needs only 100 points. So now we have 32 points and 1 Scarab slot to customize things however we want or need. I have a couple of versions from fast and easy for ore and contract farming up to hardest map mod effect stacking for maximizing gold gain. I will leave a document in the description with links to Atlas trees and description for different setups so you can choose whatever fits best with your playstyle. But what all those strategies have in common is that they yield on average 50k gold per maps, from the easy ones up to over 70k for harder ones. I had even a couple of maps where I got over 100k. Even if you are running chill and inefficient, like I am, because I must build Alva temples and can't leave without connecting all rooms and perfect layout, I am still able to farm up over 500,000 gold per hour. If you are steady and efficient, I believe you can easily get over 1 million. And honestly, for less than 10C setup, that's an insane value. You also get tons of low value uniques, which are worth picking up for dust. Just make sure your loot filter isn't hiding them. You'll want to scoop up anything for disenchant. I'll drop another list in the description with a high value dust basis, so you can update your loot filter if needed. And by the way, this is a quite good strategy for leveling too. Took me like 10 to 15 hours to go from 99 to level 100. Not super fast, but smooth and easy. Alright exiles, that's the strat. Hopefully you see now you don't need a mirror tier build and a top-end PC to print gold. Just a smart setup, a few cheap scarabs, and map nobody else is running. Even with a mid-budget non-meta build, you are pulling over 50k gold per map, and most runs take 5 to 6 minutes. Unless you are like me getting sidetracked by building Azeri's dream home every time. It's consistent, it scales, and it's chill. I drop all the Atlas trees, Scarab combos and uniques for loot filter tweaks in the description. If you try it or come up with your own twist, let me know in the comments. And hey, if this helped, maybe throw a like or sub my way. Take care exiles, and good luck out there. I hope I'll see you in the next one.